talking to Ron, he kept saying this truth squad. These people that are doing all this research. It's web-based, it's legal. It's like, we're looking for attorneys that want to jump in on this thing and dig into issues. So I assumed that we would take hot issues and then find out who wants to engage. So we ran around the table at our area, and we had several people that really had worked hard for a number of years on some issues, and they had some excellent resources. And so we had some websites. We have some Free Speech TV was suggested. FindLaw.com was suggested as a resource. Bill Moyer's show, Dan Rather's show, Antonio Gonzalez strategy session. Using Time Warner, basic cable to try to do something. I've trained, and anyone in this room can train for that. It was actually one of our friends here that got me introduced to that and invited me into his show, and I thank him for that. But I haven't moved ahead on it because it takes time to put together a show. Also, a natural partner, I think, for us would be the controller, the city controller. Although some people felt that we have to be a little careful here, but many things are uncovered by the city controller. They're not really tapped into. They're not pushed. They're not stressed at the city council level when the information is right there in front of them. So they're paying the consultants to already do work. So basically, what is a Truth Squad? A Truth Squad is to do that research. And I know Scott Folsom's over here, and he's got a lot of ideas about the school, and he does his blog, getting information out, or a newsletter out. There's a lot of research that goes on behind the scenes to report what's happening. So that's really what the Truth Squad is. We're looking for people, and we do have several people that volunteered. We have people that worked on every issue from Home Depot, CRA issues, and more. And we're going to put together a little listserv so that our subcommittee group can try to share more ideas. And obviously that will eventually get out to those others that want to weigh in on this, because nothing is owned by anybody. Everything is here for all of us as a coalition to participate in. Also, I have here a research organization, so we're thinking about the think tanks. Sometimes they're a little one-sided, but nevertheless, we think there's something there. The colleges have been, off and on. I don't know who saw Sprawl Hits the Wall at USC. That was a big college study. It was basically on land use. But we have our resident government person that sits in most of our neighborhood council meetings. I can't think of his name now, from USC.
Mark Elliott.
Participation.
Mark Elliott.
He's on the civic participation.
Yeah, Elliott.
Elliott? Yeah, Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott's his name. And so he's very interested in how this whole experiment in neighborhood councils. But again, this is beyond neighborhood councils. This is broader. And Ron's going to wrap this up in a few minutes with that. Just so you know, we're going to go to this last breakout. We're going to see a show of hands who wants to speak on an issue. We have kind of an open portion here. We have one person that stepped up. And so if you have an issue, we got a few minutes to maybe hash that out. And we can open it up to any questions. And Ron will take some questions. And, I think we should dig into this and have some dialogue. Because I know many of you are going, well, I don't know, we had this breakout, but maybe we're still a little foggy. So let's let Nina go, and then I'll ask for a show of hands. Yes?
I just wanted to give a really fabulous information source. And you've heard of 8:70 a.m. From 9 o'clock in the evening until 11. Kevin James, he talks about city council. He talks about Moore. He talks about Zaragoza.
Okay, we'll write that down. Issues. We're going to disseminate if any at 8:70 a.m. Yeah. Let's go to Nina.
9 in the evening to 11. Don't.
Then you want to be on the outreach committee. You want to be on the outreach committee.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to talk to you afterwards.
Okay, yes. You got it. Great. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, I'm Nina Royal, and I am the outreach chairman for my neighborhood council, and I can take your questions afterwards, please. How many of you here have a blog? And how many of you have access to a blog where you are one of the authorized users? Okay, you know what? You're one of the resources that we can use. If you have a blog, if you have a newsletter, if you have anything, put the information about Saving LA project in it. Also, a hyperlink where you can put the Saving LA on your blog so people can blog into the Saving LA project. It's savingla.com. Also, outreach. What we do in my neighborhood council is when we have events, things like that, we have a table with information on it. Anyone, all of you here are an outreach person. You belong to this organization. That means you're part of the outreach. So anytime that you are at a function, your council, your organization, or something is on having a function, bring information about Saving LA. Also, direct them to the website. We should also be contacting churches, neighborhood councils. I have to put my glasses on, I can't see. Nonprofits, all the service organizations, because the Saving LA project is all part of it. There is no one that's left out. We are not neighborhood council inclusive. We're not exclusive. We're from every organization there is. So when you're outreaching, it doesn't matter where you're at. Ask these people to be part of us, because with numbers, we can do anything we set out to accomplish. If you have radio stations or TVs in your area, like we have, I believe it is AT&T, public TV, put something on the TV. If there's radio stations, you have local radio stations, use that. Use your local newspapers. I can't even read my own writing. Anyway, does anybody have any questions? Good, I'll turn it over to you. Oh, one more.
Nina, I just wondered how many people are from neighborhood councils, and that's just an awesome way to reach out to people too.
Did we have a show of hands? How many from neighborhood councils? Wow. How many from chambers? How many from schools? How many from fraternal organizations? Great. These are all sources to do your outreach with.
Non-certified neighborhood associations.
Excuse me, please? Homeowners associations? Renters associations? These are all places to do outreach. So we can put together a little package down the road, and we can put it on our SavingLA.com. You can download the information, take it with you, and speak about it at your local organizations. Yes?
Don't you have a cohesive idea of what the general consensus is of where you want LA to go? Before you do all of this, you have to have an idea of what you want LA to be in the future. And secondly, under education, don't you want to address the indoctrination of students in the educational, starting from preschool, the whole way up through LA Unified, through the universities?
We're going to address some of those questions in the wrap-up, because I know Ron Kay's got a lot of ideas. You know, he's the brain behind this operation when it comes to the in-depth, the experience, the wisdom of how the city's been operating. You know, and I can tell you the one thing that's going to bring us together is probably going to be uncovering the truth and getting to the bottom of this land use issue. We need to think broad, and we are still broad. We're going to be broad for a while. Remember, this is information that we're digesting. We're going to get on the website and so on.